We need to go to stock picks. SK Hynex, I didn't know about this stock at all. Memory, and what AI needs is memory. But tell us the story for SK Hynex.
Yeah, I mean that's it. Really, it's a low it's a value offering in the picks and shovel of the AI space, right? So none of these GPUs, these fancy accelerators that Google and Nvidia are building, can operate or process without the data to feed them, right? So otherwise you've just got them standing there being throttled. So memory and the capacity to transfer data from memory into the processors and back again is a critical piece of that whole AI build-out infrastructure. SK Hynex is the market leader globally. They have about a 60% market share. There's other, Micron is also there. You're getting on around 8 times next year's earnings. It is more cyclical, but if you think this AI cycle is going to be more protracted, this build-out, and it's not about who wins, because all winners need the memory. It's not just if Nvidia wins and Google, or if Google wins, then they win. The whole build-out requires the memory. So this is a cheap way, maybe lower risk value play into that picks and shovels of the AI build-out, as long as you think it lasts more than a year, because these things can be cyclical. So that's my pick. They've got there's a shortage of supply, and it's actually very cutting edge at the very highest node. So they're operating HBM3, there's HBM4 coming out. Only a couple of companies in the world can produce these chips. So they've got a decent moat there, and there's a lot of demand. So that's my pick.
Yeah, up on ScanDisk and the others who, no disrespect to them, they make hard drives. I mean, this is DRAM and fancy stuff. Skalk, AB Inbev.
Yeah, I'm going to make it a quick one. Beer. It is summer. I'm sitting in Cape Town, and it's most probably about 30 odd degrees again. So, yeah, maybe I'm just talking my book. No, it's one of these companies that have been under pressure. We've seen again today in a market where we've seen a strong market. We've seen Anheuser-Busch being under pressure, and I think for good reason. There was recent updates have shown people are drinking less beer. But I still believe, I started this program off by saying that I like to go defensive, and Anheuser-Busch at these current valuations, never been a company that's been phenomenally cheap. But nowadays, when you look at the forward P of below 15 times, they're sitting with a great cash flow, $6 billion worth of buybacks that they've done the past 24 months. I mean, it's a company that's healthy and improving, and definitely at current levels, I would buy some, let's call it some safety. I would definitely buy this into my portfolio as an alternative to some of these growth stocks.
And you buried the lead. We beat India, another good reason to have some beer. That's all for Stockwatch today. Thanks to our guests, Shalk Louw, PSG Wealth Old Oak, Nader from Benguela Global Fund Managers. Up next, the close.
Stockwatch is brought to you by Merchant West. Where others stop, we push further. Because we believe business as usual doesn't lead anywhere new. Go beyond with Merchant West. Finance, invest, insure.